Hi and welcome. This is Oracle Asherah. This is an angel guided energy reading for our fire signs. We are speaking to Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius. All right. So our first card is I've Seen It. So now this card is asking you to draw from your own experience, knowledge, and wisdom rather than the belief of your traumas. Okay. So that was a mouthful. We'll just hold on to that. Our next card is Mom. So we have either some celebration, some love or recognition we need to extend to our mothers. So we'll just hold on to that card for future more information. Our next card is Stop Giving Them the Playbook. All right, so this is talking about oversharing. This is talking about telling everybody your plans rather than your results. This is, I'm going to go back a second here. When you tell everyone your plans and not your results, you allow people to put their input in, to include themselves, which may derail your situation. So, all right, moving on. We're going to see what else comes up here. All right. They're building a life for you right now. So this card is asking you to get into alignment with yourself, your situation, your beliefs, your love, your health, your wealth. This is saying get all your stuff in order because they are coming. And this could extend to a friendship, a romantic relationship, a business relationship. So whatever is formulating right now for you, it is very important that you get your ducks in a row. All right. Okay, so we'll just go along with those four for now. Okay, so let's see what else we have going on here. That is this card. All right, so I've seen it. What information do we need to extend on I've seen it? All right. Oh, okay. That's a lot of okays. All right. So, joy is your first card. So, let's reflect upon, just for a moment, our traumas and dramas, our story. How are our traumas affected our belief systems that are in the way of our joy? Okay, joy is the presence of God. Joy is the presence of freedom of self. So where do we need to address and get rid of these blocks in order to be in alignment to our best happy self, our healed self, our self that is enjoying our life, our world, our relationships? Okay, we have emotional release. Okay, it is very important for us to acknowledge our emotions. I know it's very easy to steamroll them with I'm going to be in my thoughts. I'm going to stick to whatever we anchor to find strength. But if we are avoiding our emotions, we are avoiding our soul. So your soul wants to be in cahoots with your brain, heart brain. Okay, so when we are operating from our emotions and our brain, and I'm going to say this too, healthy emotions, healthy brain, because we can have our brain and our emotions both bombarded with beliefs and experiences that are blocking the true purpose of our brain and our emotions. Okay, so sometimes we need to unpack what's weighted on our emotions in order for our emotions to express knowledge and wisdom freely. And then sometimes we need to clear our thoughts and reflect upon our beliefs to understand that sometimes we're not always correct in what we have survived with to this point. So it may have served a purpose, but is it serving us now? So we need to do some work in this area in order to be functioning more balanced. And that would free your joy. Okay. All right. So we also have the inner journey, omens. So whatever that means to you, omens, sometimes there are just experiences you can't ignore. Sometimes there are things that we just have shaped, shifted, and grew through that's you can't change my mind about something. My emotions and brain are in alignment with this is my truth. This is great. So we need to draw from this energy more, because sometimes when we're told to think things, we are groomed to think and believe things. We need to step into, what do I think? What do I believe? What do I feel? Okay. That was great. That was great. Oh, now I just lost I want to put that out so in case I need to reflect upon that. All right. Mom. What deck are we going to touch base on Mom? Mom. Okay, so got some things going on here. Okay, so well-being, whether it's ours or theirs, we need to check in on their well-being, right? We need to have communication. We need to express love and gratitude. Sometimes our relationships with our mothers can be challenging, but we are adults. We are their children. We are family. So therefore, we can at least have some control of the conversation, step in with a plan. I want to ask her how she's doing, how she's feeling, what's going on in her life and her world. So if you provide her questions and then you have her speaking, okay, that avoids her asking you questions and having to have some uncomfortable situation, which obviously a lot of us like to avoid. Okay, so anyways, back to the well-being. We love our mothers. Let's tap into the well-being of them and our relationship. Okay. Okay. All right. So healing. We need to heal our relationships with our mothers. So if we can reflect upon what could possibly be hurting, what in ours, I want to say what in our life is hurting them, because we are living our lives, we're doing our thing, we're surviving on this planet and earth and learning from ourselves and our relationships and situations. So whether it's a mother or best friend or whatever situation, we don't always like to watch people suffer or hurt themselves, but that is what the journey. We have to be unconditional with our love in regards to that situation. So if you are going through some things and your mother is witnessing you struggle and suffer, you can still reach out. You can still, like I said earlier, navigate the conversation. We're asking about them, kind of avoiding your stuff. It's not always good to speak about our stuff, because they start to worry. So unless there is some wisdom and guidance and specific information you want to draw from and have a conversation about, it's okay to avoid some things, but it's also important not to avoid your mother. Okay, so healing, new beginnings. All right, so when we change and we can address these situations with strength and love and compassion and understanding, we can now start a new relationship. They can now reflect upon you like, wow, maybe I shouldn't be so worried. Wow, I can really just call them and have a quick 5-minute conversation and feel good today, right? So let's focus on the simple things we can do, the simple shifts we can do in order to create a better situation for our mothers. Okay, family, right? So sometimes it's healthy to step away, learn, grow, but there's always a point where we need to reconnect, okay? So wherever phase and stage you are in a relationship with your mother, I respect. I'm not ready to have a relationship. I respect the fact that I am ready. So depending where you are, sometimes that never changes, but let's hope things change, because I like love. I like family. So doesn't matter what I like, I guess. Anyways, but family, when we heal ourselves, we heal our family. So it's okay to focus on yourself, your situation, your health, your wealth, your mental health, your situation, because this is solely your responsibility. We can limit what they're witnessing and we can have healthy conversations. Okay, so let's be good people, not avoid our mothers. All right, stop giving them the playbook. All right, what deck are we going to use to touch on that? Okay. All right, so the first card that kind of popped out here was love. All right, so this is an important message for some. When we tell people exactly what we want and need, this gives them your playbook. This tells them how to present themselves for them to get what they want from you, whether that's comfort, your time, your money, a place to, it doesn't matter what their agenda is or intentions are. When you're hungry for love, you'll read into these things incorrectly. Okay, you'll look at these things as bonding. Oh, we're moving fast. Oh, this, and this. We always love to decorate our situation because we want things so badly. Okay, so it's very important to not give them your playbook. It's very important for people to present their truth to you. It's important for you to decide, am I tolerating, am I accepting? Am I tolerating a situation because I'm lonely, or am I accepting someone's journey because we're meant to share it together? So we need to start asking ourselves better questions, because quite often we can entangle ourselves in situations and relationships that are life bonding, and maybe in 3 years from now you'll be like full of regret. Okay, so we need to be smart now in our present choices and be aware. Okay, how is this connecting for me? Did I just tell them everything? Are they just presenting everything I said? Is this all an act and show? Okay, so I'm not saying for all of you that's what's happening in your love life, but in the combination of stop giving your playbook and love, this is the story that I need some of you to understand and hear. Okay, so this is not all of you, this is just some of you. Okay, so taking that from love and let's make that professional. You start sharing your professional goals. You start sharing your plans. You start sharing your contacts, your relationships, because you're proving something to somebody. You are now putting yourself in harm of loss. Okay? So you need to be aware of what you're communicating, to who, and why. The why is the biggest. Why am I sharing all this? A lot of the times we don't need to. A lot of us like to speak. A lot of us like to express. But is it purposeful? Is it truthful? Is it helpful? You know, so we need to start asking ourselves some better questions in, does this person need to know this? Right? And are we just telling them this so they grow and change to be what I want them to be? Again, not healthy. Okay? So, scrapping all that for the others. What does this mean to you? How are you oversharing in your life and world? What bits and pieces have I said trigger something that you're experiencing in the lines of communication and roles and situations you may be putting yourself in? Okay? Okay. So we do have a Tower card here in relationship to stop giving them the playbook. So in this expression of whatever context you want to put this in, we need to be aware that we could be harming ourselves by oversharing with people. It's better to share results than the journey. Okay, so unless you are planning on building with somebody, the journey really isn't any of their business. It's better to be like, look what I did, look what I achieved, and have them asking, how'd you do that? And even then, it is better to have mystery because there is no ABC or blueprint to success, right? We all are growing with what we have, where we're at, what we're doing, you know, our work, our efforts, our mentality, our knowledge, our wisdom, our efforts. So everybody's going to be different. You can't tell someone to be you. So in the best situation is, you know, pray for alignment for your goals, teaching them to connect to themselves, their wisdom, their path, their healing, because a lot of the times we're just in blocks of true abundance, but when we're copying others, when we're taking from others, interrupting other people's paths, because if I can't have it, no one can. People are very vicious. People are very jealous. So you have to be very careful to what position you put yourself in with some of these people. Okay? So we'll just leave that there. All right, they're building a life for you right now. All right, let's go romantic. All right, some of you have romantic questions here, so let's go romantic. Some of you don't, so you can kind of take the guidance that's coming through for you, because energy is energy, and it could be in relation to friendships, business, whatnot. But I'm going to go romantic to hop off here. All right. Yep. Okay, so first card is retreat. So, kind of like I said right off the hop, they're building a life for you. So, you need to reflect on your situation. What are you bringing to the table? So, whether that's relationship or business, get your stuff in a row here. Get yourself organized. Get your taxes done. Get, okay, now I'm kind of bouncing between all themes here, but professionally, you know, get your taxes done. Get your situation in order. Get your plans, your portfolio, get your stuff going, because people are going to be interested. If you're looking for a relationship, again, look at your healing work. Are you bringing emotional damage? What are you still carrying? What are you still burdening you? What beliefs are you still harboring that might not be serving your best interest moving forward into an ideal relationship? So what is your garden? Do you have 50,000 boyfriends and girlfriends? You know, so you got to look at your situation. What are you bringing to the table? What's going to allow someone to overlook you just for your surviving? All right, so get your stuff in an order here. It is time. Okay. So reconciliation for some of you. By getting your stuff in order, you may attract that person that you may be separated from at this time, because they've been waiting for you to get your stuff together, right? They see the value in you. They love you. They want to be with you, but they're sick and tired of whatever's going on. Okay? So if you really want an abundant life, if you really want love, happiness, joy in your life, you got to get your stuff together. Okay? You can't treat people poopy and expect happiness. Okay? You can't be cheating. You can't be indulging even in simple attention things. Okay? So you have to decide in yourself what could be perceived as cheating. What could perceive to be cheating myself out of this relationship. You know, so you gotta do some work here. Okay? And you also need to remember you are lovable, right? Sometimes we have damage in our life, trauma in our life, assault in our life, that we carry this belief that we're not lovable, we don't deserve love, love doesn't exist. So these are some core problems to what's happening for you right now. So you need to understand love does exist. Love is created. So you need to be the creator of love by loving yourself, and then understanding love is a way of being, not something that exists fleetingly. Okay? Love is a way of being. Love is you. You are love and you are lovable. So let's clean up this stuff that's causing us all these troubles, blocking us from our blessings, because you are worthy. Right? It is safe for you to love. Exactly. So it is safe for you to extend your feelings. It's okay for you to be like, it is time. I can have a relationship. But you need to look at your core beliefs. What is causing you these problems? Okay? Healing family issues. So this is kind of in theme of what we've been talking about here. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Right. So when we reflect upon how old were your parents when they had you? And then if you can reflect upon your life, what were you like at that age? Right? Can we have some compassion and understanding that they're human beings and they were just doing the best they could at that time with their garbage, their trauma, their drama, the way society was, whatever is the crock pot of the equation of the situation. Bottom line is forgiveness, understanding, compassion, and having boundaries. Okay? It's okay to have boundaries with people, especially if they're toxic, especially if they're unhealed, but you can still heal your situation and your family issues within yourself. And therefore, when you heal yourself, you heal your situation, you heal your family, you heal the universe. So by focusing on yourself, you already are doing that healing work with your family. Not all of us want to engage and reconnect and indulge with our family's stories and stuff, but it is important that we do that work within ourselves. And by having boundaries, like I said earlier, you can control the conversation. You can ask them questions, keep in control of the conversation, keep the conversation short. But just connecting is a big deal. That connecting could be a big deal for them. It could really spark their heart and really make their day. So we can avoid the trauma, the drama, and the bullshit, pardon my language, by having consciousness and awareness. What are my goals in this conversation? Asking them to help you heal, I would avoid that. Asking them to confess to situations, I would avoid that. I would do your own personal healing work because your story is yours. And just work on the love, extending the love, the kindness. I understand you're my parents. I love you. I forgive you. Even though you haven't forgiven and healed yourself, it's great. Or maybe they have done that work and maybe they're ready to receive you. Whatever the situation equation is, just love your family. Love yourself first. Okay? All right. Fire signs, I hope that resonated and was helpful. Until next time.